We got that Poppa Pank. We got that Poppa Pank. We got that Poppa Pank.
Here we are. Well,
here we are.
You're here at Poppa Pank.
Here we are. Let's just get into that music. Welcome to Poppa Pank. I am Jaylene Clark Owens, and this is my co-host,
Justin Jane.
And we are here tonight on Poppa Pank. You're listening to the tunes of Il Dukes with their song, Terabon, which is from the An Octoroon soundtrack. An Octoroon is a play by Brandon Jacob Jenkins. And on that play, that's where Justin and I met. That's where we began our shenanigans. And here we are, 4 years later, still doing lots of shenanigans. Look, it's like we have one glass.
I know, that's what I was trying to do.
We thank you for being here. We have a very special guest today. Robyn Hood is in the building. Sit back, relax, enjoy the shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Yo, before we begin, we have some Poppa Pank thanks we want to give. We want to shout out Theater Horizon. Thank you so much. Erica, I love you. Hi, congratulations on everything. But we want to thank Theater Horizon, Nell Bong Jensen, who just got married, Brian Butler with Brian Butler Media Relations, James Imes, all of our past guests, Stephanie Raquel with Anonymous Nails. Jaylene, show those nails.
Show them nails, show them nails.
Oh,
These are custom nails. I cannot emphasize enough just how. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Like, I can't emphasize enough how excellent Stephanie is. Like, custom nails. Like, she's an artiste, and these nails, they just fit really well. And I've worn these before, and I would take them off, and I could put them on. Like, they're just. So, and she's a Black woman-owned business. So definitely check her out. I love her nails. Okay.
Mine too. I got the invisible pair. We also want to thank our followers, our Pank Papas, all of you first responders out there still fighting coronavirus, and all of the people also fighting for racial equality wherever you are in whatever ways you can. So we want to welcome, we have a lot of new viewers out there, and we just want to say thank you for joining us. Welcome. Jaylene and I are both Philadelphia-based actors, writers, teachers, artists, and friends, and we made this podcast to spread a little bit of joy in the world because we need it right now. So, hello. This is our last episode on Theater Horizon's Horizon at Home series because this is the end of their theatrical season. Yes. But you don't have to fear. We will be continuing throughout the summer on our own platforms, recording more podcasts. So be sure to follow us on all our social media, which you'll get at the end to keep us in your stream.
Yes, exactly. And to celebrate this milestone, we have a very special guest with us tonight, Miriam A. Hyman, AKA Robyn Hood. She is a award-winning actress and lyricist. And Justin, I have to tell you, as the folks in the UK would say, I am absolutely buzzing about this interview.
Can you do it in a UK accent?
I'm absolutely buzzing about this interview. I've been watching a lot of Love Island, guys. A lot of Love Island. But speaking of being buzzed, I think it's about that time, Justin.
Oh, oop, there it is.
Segue.
Here
we go.
You were giving me a fist pump.
I was not. Get your glass so we can clank.
It's time for that. Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
And cheers. And cheers. Arriba, abajo, al centro, adentro.
Girl, you are fancy tonight. What are you drinking in that tall stem glass?
This is mi amore, I think is how you say that. I don't know, child. Romagna,
Yep.
I don't know. But it's good. If you like Adesso, which is my favorite wine, this is pretty much Adesso.
All right. You can get that at your local wine and spirit store, I guess.
Yes.
I am drinking a gin and tonic, and I made it pink with a little bit of grenadine, some cherry juice in there. And I'm trying to stay classy for our classy guest and keep it pink.
Yes, I love it.
So, yeah, what we got to move on to our next, because I can't wait to get to our guest tonight. Let's go on to what has us tickled pank this week. So, I just really want to say I had the best Father's Day on Sunday at the beach with my husband and my beautiful daughter, Fortescue Beach in New Jersey. I was so excited this weekend. Juneteenth had this like air of celebration in the air, and there was a lot of people doing a lot of different actions if they weren't celebrating. And I am especially jazzed about last week's guests. So last week on the podcast, we had Power Street Theater in the X, Philadelphia Asian Performing Artists, and Teatro del Sol right here. And they were all telling you about the amazing work that they're doing in Philadelphia. And all of you should be supporting them by donating, checking out their work, visit their websites. I still can't plug them enough. They are an important part of our arts ecosystem. And especially right now, if you're interested in supporting voices of color, these artists are the ones that you should be looking to. Power Street Theater, Theater in the X, Philadelphia Asian Performing Artists, and Teatro del Sol. They had me feeling so good. What had you think this week?
Well, what has me tickle pink right now is that shirt. Let me just say that.
Welcome, pineapple for you.
Get into this shirt, y'all. Like, do y'all see this shirt?
It makes me feel good.
You look good with the pineapple, like very summery, very like vacations that nobody's taking this year.
That's what I'm going after. Vacations nobody's taking.
Side note, we didn't ask people what their Papa drink was. So if you're having your Papa drink, whether it's an alcoholic beverage or just water, drop it in the comments. Let us
light up all of the comments. Tell us what you're drinking. Ask us questions. Comment. Talk to each other. We love that you've joined us, and you all are here with us too.
Yes. Okay. So that had me tickle pank today. What has had me tickle pank this past week, I decided to recently go, I'm doing 30 days of vegan. And so I decided, just because you're vegan doesn't mean you can't have treats. So I got me some non-dairy Ben & Jerry's. That rhymes. Non-dairy Ben & Jerry's. What'd you say?
Non-dairy Ben & Jerry, yeah.
Exactly. And so I got it at ShopRite. I got one pint, and then they gave me a coupon for like $1 off 2 pints. So I went back, got the 2 pints. They gave me $2 or 4 pints. So now I kind of feel like I have to keep going back to see if they're going to give me like a coupon for like $3 off 6 pints. We don't know.
This is America. Welcome to capitalism. Just keep coming, keep spending money, and we'll keep giving you coupons, and then you'll keep spending more money, and then we'll keep giving you more coupons.
But the non-dairy Ben & Jerry's ice cream is too good, so I'm like, I actually cannot go back and get any more because I finished an entire pint of peanut butter and chocolate non-dairy ice cream, and it was very good. So,
no shame, no judgment. No shame, no judgment. There are people. Some of you out there have finished an entire pint in one sitting as well.
We have someone. Erica. She told us her drink for today. Papa
drink there with that pink strawberry margarita.
I love it.
College besties right there.
Oh, really?
Yes, Erica. All right,
yes, Erica.
Well, I think it's time.
You think it's time?
Is it time?
I think it might be time
for our pop-in with Poppa Pank. So this is our segment where we have a special guest pop in and chat with us. Past guests have included playwright James Imes, actor-musician, and actor-musician David Diggs, Anthony Martinez-Briggs. We've had everybody on this show.
King Davis, Tasha Marie Canales.
I can't remember other folks, but there's a
Tiani King.
Tiani King, Heaven King. Okay.
We had all these guests, and now we have another one for you. Let me get into this bio real quick. Let me get into this bio.
Stretch it out.
From bringing diverse, powerful characters to life on the screen and stage to writing and recording brazen, vulnerable hip-hop lyrics, award-winning actor and lyricist Miriam A. Hyman has emerged in the entertainment industry as a powerful force to be reckoned with. In television this year, Hyman can be seen starring on season 3 of Chicago's critically acclaimed series The Chi, which premiered on Sunday, y'all. She has also been seen on shows such as Blue Bloods, Grey's Anatomy, and Orange is the New Black, to name a few. On the film front, Hyman most recently held a supporting role in the Netflix/Steven Soderbergh critically acclaimed feature The Laundromat, which premiered at the Venice Film Festival in 2019. Born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and raised in Philadelphia. Hyman is a classically trained actor graduating from the Yale School of Drama and is a recipient of the prestigious Princess Grace Award and Leonore Annenberg Fellowship for Performing Arts. Take it away, Justin.
As a singer, as a songwriter and hip-hop lyricist, Hyman records music under the moniker Robyn Hood. She began writing music in 2013, and in 2014, her debut mixtape, Journey of an MC, garnered a Best New Artist nomination at the Philadelphia Hip Hop Awards. When she isn't on set or recording music, Hyman actively writes for fellow artists. She's a ghostwriter for former Yale grad classmate and Academy Award winner Lupita Nyong'o, and in 2019, she helped write the single Melanin by Ciara. Her new single, Drip Flow, was released last week and is currently streaming on all platforms. Let me say that again. Her new single, Drip Flow, was released last week and is currently streaming on all platforms, so go download that now. Hyman's signature sound is a blend of raw, honest bars that motivate the mind, body, and soul, paired with thought-provoking yet fun lyrics. I promise you. Please welcome to the podcast, the one and only Robyn Hood, also known as Miriam A.
What's good?
How are you doing, Miriam? Thank you for being on the show.
I'm pretty good, Justin. How you feeling?
We are doing good. We are feeling
good?
good. So much joy in the space right now, and I'm loving it.
Yes, indeed. Jaylene, how are you, sis?
I am so good. So good to see your face. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Likewise.
We are.
Yes, indeed.
So when we have guests on, we usually, we've known all of the people that we've had on the show, and we usually give first impressions. So I just want everybody to know out there, I first met Robyn at the University of the Arts in 2000. That's 20 years ago. Can you believe that? 20 years ago in undergrad, and my first impression was, OMG, that's Miriam Hyman. It's incredibly talented, serious about the work, and every show I saw you in, even in college, I was blown away. Plus, we share our common friend, Erica, who's out there watching right now. So
hey.
That's so nice to have there. Erica Morales.
Hey, Buggy, what's good?
Oh.
Well, I first was in, well, people have been telling me ever since I moved to Philly in like 2010, folks were like, you need to look up Miriam A. Hyman because she is an actress and she does spoken word, and like, you need to look her up. And so I did, I listened. And then I first saw you work at Classical Theater of Harlem in Three Musketeers, and I was blown away, and I was fangirling after, like, hi, I'm Jaylene. Told me to look you up, and you were fantastic. And so that was me at the end of the show.
You all are so sweet. Thank you.
I was definitely Tickled Pank.
That's what's up.
Now, speaking of Tickled Pank, what has you Tickled Pank these days? What's bringing you joy?
Oh my gosh. So much, you know, I think I'm in a very thankful, just sort of grateful space right now. You know, you've commented on a lot of just things that are happening in my life, and I'm just so thankful to, even in this climate, to still be pushing through, you know, to be creating content, you know, still speaking up for myself, speaking up for the community. So yeah, I'm just so grateful. Like, God is good. I'm alive. I'm breathing and believing. That's all I can hope for these days, you know?
I love that. I love that. Before we dive into any more questions, because we've got a lot for you, we want to give our listeners a sample of your work. And so,
cool.
here is a little bit of drip flow. So do you want to talk for us in any way, Miriam, Robyn, before we start?
No, just this is coming off of, this is the first single off of my EP Alter Ego, which drops tomorrow, Thursday. Go pick that up. And yeah, this is drip flow.
Bank accounts overseas, offshore money. Been chasing these dreams, now I'm living them. Bars on crime, killing them. Double duffel MCN, stay clean. Lavin and LeBron's 23. Me, yeah. New things, new city. All H Philly, all belly from the gritty. Hotel rooms rolled up on my ditty, and I keep it Betty. Don't be acting cause she pretty.
Hey.
Yes. Oh my gosh. The Philly shout outs in your music. I am all about it.
Hello. But can we get into the bar that said bars on crime spree? Yo, I be killer though. Like
I am loving it. Robyn, are you there? Did we lose you?
Uh-oh.
Might have been frozen a little bit, but
Little frozen. Okay.
I think we might have lost you a little bit, Robyn. So either exit the StreamYard and come back in. There we go. And then hopefully we'll come back in. Hi, everybody. This is a new day and age. I'm telling you, we have had technical difficulties on and off on our podcast this whole time. And in my Zoom calls that I'm doing out there, I'm sure all of you have experienced this too. I am just like, this is a new dawn and a new day.
New dawn and new day, and we're back.
Turn this light back on. Oh my gosh, I thought I had a good connection. Apparently I did not.
It gets us all, gets every single one of us.
But we were out here bumping to the song, okay?
Oh yes, Kayla.
We were out here bumping to the song. I appreciated the bars on crime spree. Yo, I be killing them line. Okay. Yeah. And of course, we enjoyed the Philly shout outs.
I love that our comments are lighting up with a bunch of Philly folks, some who you know, some maybe who you don't know. And you are definitely missed in this community. I think we
might be frozen. We might be frozen again.
There we go. Oop, there it is. I'm telling you, nobody is spared from that.
You know, but it's all right because, you know, we gon' actually, while we're waiting, make sure, as you can see in the ticker below, drop your questions for Robyn in the comments, and hopefully we'll be able to get to one of them and get to them at the end. Yes, we saw. Thank you, Paul. We gonna try to work through it. I am just in awe of Robyn's talent, like doing the acting, writing bars. There she is, coming back.
How you doing?
I feel amazing. I don't know what's going on. You know, it's nothing but the enemy. It's nothing but the enemy.
Did you see the verses with Babyface and the one where they were just frozen the whole time? And
no.
Oh, we had that happen on our show, and Jaylene was just melting down too.
It's terrible. Sometimes technology really fails you. It's just like, how could you're not supposed to be able to fail us? Like, you know, I don't get it.
We paid a lot for these robots.
We paid a lot for these robots. This is a new computer. I wish I could show it to you, but the camera, you know, you can't see it. So, let's continue and dive right into our some of our questions. So I want to ask you about your career because it is so wildly varied. And some artists only do one thing or get pigeonholed into like a certain genre. But you are the definition of a multi-hyphenated artist. We've seen well, thank you.
Off-Broadway, on the big screen, the television, you're producing, you have music albums, and you're selling in all of these. So like, how do you maintain this excellence across the board when you have to invest your time and creativity in so many areas?
Well, Justin, no. You know, I just love to be active. I'm a Libra, so I just blame it on the fact that I'm trying to maintain balance because I really don't have any. I'm so indecisive. So for me, it's just really good for me to have my hands in a lot of things It helps me to just stay focused, you know, be really productive, help others, you know, as much as possible. But I like variety. I'm a very versatile person. And I think that we all are when we really start to think about like the types of things we have explored or the types of things we want to explore, you know, like I'll be in the studio tomorrow night and the next morning I'll be on a hike, you know, like I just give it all to me. I want it all. Give me all, you know.
Yes, you stay on the go. I love it. And just that creativity just continues to brew inside of you. And I love it. It's very inspirational. Very inspirational. So now I saw on Instagram that you recently shared a post by Miriam A, creator of The Chi, on which you played Dre. And the post said, "Prove Black Lives Matter to Hollywood." So during this time of protest and uprising, a lot of folks are calling for amplification of Black voices across all fields, including Hollywood. Can you talk to us about why telling Black stories matters and how is that happening with The Chi?
You know, I think it matters because the majority of people that are tuning in and watching these shows are not the 1%. You know, these are people that have a lot of commonalities. You know, we're struggling, on in a lot of different ways, you know. So I think that The Chi is a very real show, very real characters, and it's honest. I like to say honest, open, and truthful. I call it hot. Think about it for a second. Okay, come on, Justin. No, but yeah, it's about today. It's about people who reside in that particular area, who are the residents that are dealing with a lot of things, you know, collectively, but then also individually, you know. So I just think it's just very real. And that's what we're facing right now. Pandemics, I mean, that's a real thing. You know, men being murdered by our police force, like that's a real thing. So we're dealing with real issues. And I think a lot of people are attracted to the show because of that.
Absolutely. I mean, and we have a clip from said show.
Oh, okay.
The season 3 premiered on Sunday. You can catch The Chi on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. But we're just going to show you a little clip from Sunday's episode. As long as my tech works with me. Let's see.
Is this real gold? Yes, sir. 24 carats. It's engraved with the longitude and latitude of our house. So no matter where you are in the world, you can always find your home. I love both of y'all with my whole heart. Thanks.
By the power granted to me by the state of Illinois, I now pronounce you 2 honest women who are no longer shacking up out of wedlock. Congratulations.
I love that so much.
Wow.
It's so meaningful as a queer person to see queer love on television. That's like, I never had that growing up. What does that feel like to be telling that story? Those are big shoes to fill, I think.
I think it's fantastic. You know, there are so many different types of people in the world, and it's important that I think television or just showbiz reflects that, you know? We don't all look the same. We don't all talk the same. That's the beauty of individuality.
Yeah.
So, you know, why not?
It's just a testament to your talent. Like just that one minute clip is moving.
Oh man, thank you.
That's all you. I felt it coming through, and I'm overcome with emotion by just how the content of that and everything we just saw. So bravo! I'm so excited that you're on the season. I can't wait to see what happens with your character and how you change that world.
Ooh.
So remember the Chi's on Showtime Sundays at 9 Eastern Standard Time. So wherever you're watching out there, you want to catch it. So the next episode is this Sunday at 6:28 at the same time on time.
Yes,
We'll come back to that and we can talk a little bit about it. But
Cool.
you know, the three of us here are artists, and a lot of our viewers out there are also young artists. Do you have any advice for young artists just entering the field, especially in spite of the pandemic? Like, nobody knows what all these college kids graduating right now don't know what's on the horizon, both stage and film actors. Do you have any advice?
You know, it's so funny. I saw Dave Chappelle get the Mark Twain Award a couple of weeks ago, just like on Netflix. And he said something that I just thought was so amazing and just so simple, but really thought provoking. And he said, be kind to everyone and be fearless.
Mm.
So I'm just rolling with that. You know, he's incredible success, but like regardless of that, just seems to be a really dope human being. I've never met him. I don't know. He might be a butthead in person. But yeah, I've been vibing with that a lot. It's like, yeah, just be good to other people. Why not? What do you have to lose? You know? And be fearless. Just go for, you know, what you want, not necessarily for what you know, because we have to find out different things throughout our journey. You know, it's like that saying, how do I know what I say? How do I know what I think until I hear what I say?
How do
How
do you be kind to people who it's difficult to be kind to? You know, I'm sure.
I mean, I think you don't let anybody take advantage of you. You be as kind as you need to be.
Yeah.
And just make sense of your situation. You know, don't stick around somebody that's being mean. Keep it moving.
Right.
You know, you don't have to do business with anybody you don't want to do business with. And that's the same for our interactions. You know, you're grown. So it'd be different if you were a child and you had people being forced upon you. But if you can remove yourself from the situation or have them removed, then there you go. Other than that, be kind. Why not?
Yes, I love that. And being kind, I feel like, is what leads people to want to work with you. And if people want to work with you, then you have more opportunities.
Most definitely.
And you have worked with a lot of people. One of them being Lupita Nyong'o. Now, I love your raps that you rap, Lupita. Can you please talk to us about what it's like to ghostwrite for someone? And if there's anyone that doesn't know what that is, please explain. And like, Lupita always does a great job at saying like, these bars are from Robyn Hood, but maybe if like someone shares her video, they may not know that she didn't write it. They may not know that you wrote it. So how does that make you feel? Just tell us about this ghostwriting skill that you have.
Yeah, I mean, first off, she always makes people aware of who it is. So if you don't really read the caption, then there's nothing I can do about it. People need to read now.
You know.
People just need to read. But no, you know, sometimes we're just skimming through, you know, the attention. You can't, you know, keep it for so long. But yeah, I mean, the props are always given. I think that's kind of like what it should be. It's just love, you know, which is appreciated, of course. But it's just really fun. It's just something for her to do, kind of out of her comfort zone, you know. But as I mentioned earlier, we have to create new comfort zones, you know, multi-hyphenated. You can't exceed, you know, at anything unless you like really give it a chance and try it out. So yeah, basically she had reached out to me initially when she hit 3 million followers and asked me to just pen her some bars to, you know, salute the fact that she had all these followers. So I wrote about that and a couple of other things that she was doing at the time, a couple of film projects. And yeah, I mean, it's just fun. Like, I think when you're writing for someone, you're going to write about them as much as possible, or at least to make the bars seem very real, like they're coming from that particular person. So it seems authentic. You know, you don't want to write about something that they have no knowledge of or, you know, experience with, and then it just sounds foreign. Yeah. So I wrote about what I know about her, which is what she knows about her, you know, and I say, if there's anything you want me to pinpoint specifically, let me know and I'll add it in. I'll get it in the bars, you know. So, and we'll, you know, it's a collaboration in that I communicate to her, of course, what I've written, send it to her, and, you know, we bounce back and forth. But yeah, it's dope.
That's magic. I think that's like every artist would dream of, is somebody writing for your voice and your talents, and you did just that. And you have people that are doing that for you too, which is pretty amazing. On all the various platforms that you're on.
Yeah.
Now, we're getting ready to play some games with Robyn, but while we're doing that, let's open up for questions. So I know that people have been lighting up some questions for Robyn.
Yes, questions.
We'll let those build up. We're gonna play a couple games with you first. So, or just here's one quick game. So,
remember to put your questions, folks. Ask your questions. I'm going to be going through them while Justin is doing this game with Robyn. So please drop your questions so I could put them on the screen. Okay.
all of our guests have played games with us on here, and this one is just rapid fire, 10 questions. The first thing that comes to your mind. You got it?
Okay.
They're real easy. Okay. Favorite snack?
Cheetos.
One thing you are geeking out about?
My single, Drip Flow.
Country music or rock?
Country music.
East Coast or West Coast?
East, baby, East.
Name a pet peeve.
People not brushing their teeth in the morning.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Yes. Name something pink.
Your shirt.
Best question to ask you on a first date.
Are we going Dutch?
Theater or music?
Oh, theater. I don't know.
Right.
That's hard. That's tough.
What is the meaning of life?
To breathe and believe.
Yeah.
That's it. You passed. You passed. I give you an A. A plus.
Breathe and believe.
And believe. Those are
it.
I'm always amazed with how our guests answer that question in a rapid, like, that's such a big question to ask, and they just always come up with the
I'm like, I've learned about life through that one question and that one game. Jaylene, do we have a question that you chose from our audience?
Our audience is being shy. Oh,
okay.
No, here we go. Your friend. There we go.
Erica asked, are you concerned that the pandemic will affect your opportunities? Have you been working on any online projects?
No, Erica, I'm not. Hallelujah. Because I'm just really optimistic, and I'm just remaining, in a place of optimism and just trusting and just creating content, like I said, during this time. There's so many home projects that we could be doing, lifestyle things, working on yourself. There's just so much time that we can be putting into ourselves, into our families, our loved ones, so I know it's been a bit of a challenge, especially with the industry, like not having premieres, all types of stuff. But what am I complaining about? Oh, we can't go to a premiere. It's like people are losing their lives, So no, I'm not concerned. I know that the industry will pick back up, and I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it's great to have the shy. So I feel like when you constantly put out that work, you're always going to have work coming. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Hello.
We didn't get a chance to talk about your charity work, but you do a lot in terms of charity and uplifting other voices and using your platform to amplify a lot of other people. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I've spent some time in Chicago, and this is so interesting because it's not related to the shy in any way in terms of me being on the show. But one of the things that I think both the show and these kids that I work with, this is just their reality. So basically, they're a lot of them are victims of either gun and gang violence, either themselves personally or someone within their family, or just close friend, someone that they know. So I work with them, basically just doing outreach to get them to write about their experiences, but in the form of song, and they could be singing, they could be rapping, spoken word. It really depends on them, but. Then we would help them shoot small videos with them doing the songs, just to give them a taste of like what that type of, showbiz is, in terms of creating your own material and producing it. So yeah, it's just a great way to have a positive, constructive outlet, for a lot of these kids who unfortunately don't have that in the neighborhoods that they've grown up in, you know. So
I love that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a teaching artist. Justin is a professor and teaching artist. So I love that you're getting the youth involved in writing and creating and telling their stories. Like, it's just such important work. Well, we know
I think you have to. Yeah.
Oh yes.
I was just saying, they have to, you know, they need that outlet. Yeah, sorry.
That's the thing about the internet, you know, the lag is all technology.
I'm over here 2 days behind. It's ridiculous.
We want to make sure we give you the opportunity to tell us all the exciting things that are coming up. So please, before we say good night, please share where can we find you? What should we look out for? What can we download? All the things.
Awesome. Well, you can catch me on The Shy on Sundays. The next episode is the 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern on Showtime. And as you mentioned earlier, my single Drip Flow is now available on all platforms. My EP that Drip Flow is featured on drops tomorrow. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be on all platforms as well. And yeah, just keep your ears and eyes open, because I'm either going to be, you know, on your radio or, you know, on your TV screen. Who knows? Yes, indeed. And then, on IG and Twitter at Robyn Hood Music. That's Robyn with a Y. And also Miriam A. Hyman on Twitter as well. So, yeah, check me out.
We have one more game before we say goodnight. And
okay.
Jaylene, do you want to introduce this one?
Are we going to do the game, or are we going to do Pank Freestyle?
A freestyle.
Okay. Here we go. So if you're a Pank Poppa, Pank Poppas are our lovely supporters. At the end of each show, we do a freestyle. Now, Justin and I are not freestylers. I am a spoken word poet, but you know, my bars come out when I write. Me
too.
See, you understand that's where the bars really flow. This is not my skill set, but we do it and we just have fun. I hate.
The way this usually works is we give each other a prompt. So I'm gonna have Jaylene give me a prompt, and then I'm gonna have Jaylene give me a prompt. Then Robyn, why don't you give Jaylene a prompt, and then I will give you a prompt.
Oh Lord. Okay, who's going? I'll go first. I just want to get it out the way. Robyn, please give me something to do my little freestyle about.
So just I can come up with anything.
Yeah, yes. Keep it in the theme of what we've been talking about too.
Okay, so let's talk about neighborhood.
I got neighborhood last week on PoppaPank, believe it or not. So let me say something different.
So should I say no? Let me give you something else then.
Okay.
So I'll just say Philly.
Kept my mouth closed. What'd you say?
I'll just say Philly.
Oh Lord. Okay. I'm from Harlem, but I'm living in Philly, and it's pretty nice. I go down to South Street, get me a cheesesteak or some water ice. Philly's not boring. You won't catch me sleeping on it or doing a yawn. I might just say, yo, Philly is the place to be. That's that John.
Yo, Jaylene, that was pretty dope.
That was pretty good, Jaylene. That was pretty
good. Jaylene, mine's gonna just tank, so just give it to me now. Give it to me.
Wow.
I'm you, Justin.
Yeah, Jaylene. Yeah.
What did we talk about today? You know what? We just gonna go music. Music is your.
I wake up every morning with the windows open high. I listen to the birds as they flutter on by. I say, now that's the music I want every day in my ear. I embrace it with love, and I say, yo, I'm queer.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something with cheer, but okay.
I know. It was like, you know, when your brain is doing that like scan and it's like does all the words right there.
It happens to me all the time. Sometimes what I'm thinking doesn't come out. It's like, yeah.
Go by. You can just see it go by, and you're like, well, here we are.
Here we are.
All right, Robyn.
That probably happened to me tonight. I apologize.
All right, Robyn, you're going to close us out. I loved what you said about the meaning of life. So your theme is breathe and believe.
Okay. When you wake up in the morning, breathe and believe. Know that you'll pass the test. Know you will achieve. To do all the things that you were meant to do. So just put on your gloves and put on your red shoes.
Hey.
Don't question yourself or judge your thoughts. Just make sure you're focused on every lesson you were taught.
Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, I love it.
But can I say you came through with the bars and the advice? Like, I don't know how that happened.
That's truth teller right there. I told you, keep it hot, honest, open, and truthful.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining
Kayla.
Miriam, Kayla, you have a lot of fans out there watching, and our podcast gets recorded and shown, so you're going to have a lot of people viewing this. We want to thank you so much for joining us and for sharing our platform and helping amplify our voices too. So
thank you so much for having me and for helping to amplify my platform. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. Be on the lookout for the EP. Watch the show. All of the things. Just make sure you support this system right here.
So we want to say goodnight and thank you again so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye. Oh my goodness.
Yay. I love having Robyn Hood, also known as Miriam A. Hyman, on our show. What a wonderful person. I mean, the advice, it just like gives me so much fuel as an artist to like want to do more, want to be better, want to be kinder, want to be a better person. And it's also just so humbling when you meet somebody who's so successful, who's a celebrity, so humble about themselves, about their work. I really, really adored having Miriam on the show. What about you, Jane?
Absolutely. Like, I'd be so inspired. Like, when people just have their hands in so many different things and they're constantly creating, like, it's always an inspiration. And so I'm just so thankful for Robyn for blessing us with her presence today. And our Pank Poppas definitely enjoyed. Like, definitely enjoyed.
Oh, yeah. If there's anybody out there that has a comment on something that Robyn shared, please type that in the comments. And again, we encourage you to follow her on all of her platforms if you have a personal question that didn't get answered tonight. I am so burpy right now.
I'm like, what's happening?
It is my Pank drink that's doing it.
Well, I just saw this comment from my Trace face. So let's talk about this. So everyone, this is our last episode on the Horizon at Home platform, but it is not the last episode of PoppaPank.
Nope, it isn't.
We began this show back in March when we just went on Instagram Live and we were like, let's just take our shenanigans live and see what happens. And the very next day, we got the call from Theater Horizon that they would like to sponsor our show on their Horizon at Home platform. And so this show, the live version of this show, was born out of the quarantine. And we've been doing it ever since. And here we are on our 13th episode.
15 weeks have gone by in quarantine, at least 15 for real. And then we're going to open up soon. Philadelphia is opening to green phase very soon.
Like on Friday.
Also includes green phase for PoppaPank because we are continuing to do episodes through the summer. Now we're going to be moving onto a bi-weekly schedule. So our next next episode is on July 8th. And then the one after that is on July 22nd. And it will continue on a bi-weekly as we go through the summer because, you know, Jaylene and Justin have some summer plans up and about. So yeah, on this banner, watch PoppaPank Live every second and fourth Wednesdays through the summer on our Facebook page, facebook.com/PoppaPank.
Yes. So God, I need y'all right now, please, right now, go like us on Facebook. Type in PoppaPank and go like us because when we return on July 8th, that's the date you said, right, Justin?
July 8th.
When we return on July 8th, that is where we will be going live on our PoppaPank page. So definitely make sure that you like us so that you can stay in the loop. We thank all of our Horizon at Home family that have joined us over the quarantine. And we're just so thankful to still have you. And we hope that you carry on with us. Come on over to our Facebook page.
Yeah, so we have a few minutes, and before we go, we do want to just give some love to Theater Horizon for giving opportunities to artists like us. You know, a lot of you have only been watching PoppaPank, but you might not know that they have a whole bunch, this whole quarantine, they've been hosting all kinds of different artists from all over Philadelphia for all different kinds of audiences, from kids to musicians to all the different communities that our city holds. And we can't express enough how much that means to the artists who they've sponsored and to the people out there who are watching. So we thought it would be nice if Jaylene and I just shared a couple of Theater Horizon memories that we have personally, that some of you out there, you subscribers and supporters, that also might have been a part of, either as an audience or a staff member or a fellow artist that has worked on that show. My journey with Theater Horizon started when I did Once on This Island, oh gosh, like in 2007, so many years ago. This is before Theater Horizon even had a home. At that point, they were like jumping from place to place. This was even before they were at the Center Theater. And this was at a high school somewhere in King of Prussia. And I just remember the audiences just loving the work that we had done. I met artists I had never met before. And doing that show was so, so special. Theater Horizon really made an effort to make that show as colorful as possible, and had all different kinds of expressions of people, and was just one of the hardest shows I've ever had to do. For those of you that don't know Once on This Island, it is a nonstop dancing, singing musical that is all ensemble, all on stage the whole time. And that is one of my dearest and most cherished memories. What about for you, Jaylene?
I would have to say doing White. White by James Imes, friend of the podcast and former guest on the show. James Imes, doing that play there, being directed by Malika Oyetimin. That's an experience I will never forget.
Yeah, what other shows have you done at Theater Horizon?
I did The Revolutionists.
Yeah, I loved that piece. And all four of those actors, there were four of you, right?
Yes.
Just stunning. And it's like a story that you don't see on stage many times. So we just want to thank Theater Horizon so much for having us in all of the myriad shows that we've done, and we hope the relationship will continue. And as we were hosted on this show, we were able to use this platform to celebrate and host some other guests. And so we just want to give some shout outs to those people and some thanks and maybe some memories from them. So Jaylene, do you remember who our first guest was on our show?
The David Diggs.
It was actually James Imes, but we'll go to David Diggs in a second.
The James Imes. You know what happened? In my head, I was already preparing my connection to say, and David, Robyn was actually on a song that David did, and so that was why.
All right. Well, then I'll talk about James Imes, because not only is this person an award-winning playwright and actor and a tenured professor at Villanova University, nationally acclaimed, wrote Kill Move Paradise, which just won over, or not won, which just earned over $34,000 for Black Lives Matter, the Philadelphia chapter, and is just an amazing person. They are also he is also one of the new artistic directors in the artistic cohort of the Wilma Theater, where both Jaylene and I are Hot House Company members. So not only is he just an amazing artist, he is also very humble. And that interview with him, which you should see in our past episodes, was so, so lovely. So down to earth.
Also when we had our technical difficulties, so just bear. But it lends for a very funny episode. And then a very inspirational episode once we are able to actually get James on the show.
Because David was our next guest. What were you vibing on with him?
David gave us so many gems just about working in the industry and being a multi-hyphenated artist, as we spoke about with Robyn. And it was just great. Yeah, it was just great to have him on. And you can watch, by the way, you can watch all of these episodes and more on our YouTube page. So make sure you just check us out over there as well.
We want to thank Tasha Marie Canales and Akeem Davis, who are also on the show right after that. They are Philadelphia powerhouse couple who's getting married in the fall. We'll both be at that wedding. Hello. And just such really wonderful actors. And I can't wait for them to just keep flourishing on Philadelphia stages and possibly even outside of our community too.
We might be going live from that wedding. So just make sure y'all tune in.
Right? And then Anthony Martinez-Briggs, right? Jaylene.
Yes.
And talk about what he has coming up in July.
Anthony Martinez-Briggs, member of Ill Dutes, which is the band that plays the song that we play in the beginning and at the end of our episodes. He is a rapper and actor, and Anthony was just wonderful. He was just wonderful. We all had on our sunglasses. We did some freestyles. We played them games. It was just an amazing episode. Go check that out.
We had Tiani King and her daughter, Heaven King, who are, Tiani is a choreographer and a producer of her own work and a social media sensation, was on Ellen and has a lot of really exciting projects in the works. And it's just so wonderful to see an artist as a parent with her daughter sort of passing on the legacy of what she does and that inspiration. And it's really hard out there. I know there's a lot of parent artists that are watching, and you often feel at odds with your artist life versus your parent life, both of you pulling you in different directions. And Tiani is just a really wonderful testament to showing you that it's possible to intertwine the two and that they're not separate and that you can share your passion with your kid. And yeah, it's hard, but it was really, really inspiring and gave me hope, particularly in this pandemic when I'm spending a lot of time with my little one. And then, of course, we had Power Street Theater, Theater in the X, Philadelphia Asian Performing Artists, and Teatro del Sol. I can't talk them up enough. So we want to just thank everybody that has been involved with our podcast on the Theater Horizon platform. All of the folks at Theater Horizon, as well as Brian Butler and Brian Butler Media Relations. It was just such a wonderful time to be here and to have us have our voices amplified on this platform too. So here we are at the end. Yeah.
I feel like we should just play the game that we didn't get a chance to play with Robyn.
I'm ready. Let's play one last game because this podcast, again, is all about putting joy in the world, and this game does give us joy. Now, I really failed last week, Jaylene, so I am pumped to try to get this.
I think you should go first.
For those of you that don't know this game, it's called Where I Left Off. Can you explain it?
Yes, Where I Left Off is a game that I made up with my friend Jackie Keasley while we were on the West Coast traveling from Vegas to Los Angeles. So it was a long trip, and we were like, let's do a game where we think of a song and we start saying the song, singing the song, and whatever word we leave off on, the next person has to come up with a song that has that word in it.
Okay.
So I always go first. So Justin, you go ahead and you go
How does
first.
it start? I just no. You have to give me a word.
No, you just say any song you want to, and then stop wherever you want.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
It's gonna be me. All that I do is not enough for you. I don't wanna lose it, but I'm not like that.
I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why.
So many songs have why. Come on.
Go. 5. 4.
Don't do that. That's gonna make me stop it.
2.
Why do I feel so sad? Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. It couldn't be so bad. Baby girl, baby girl. Girl. That was B2K, by the way. Girl.
Oh gosh, girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. You. These are easy. Now let's start.
Baby, it's you. Na, 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 you. Na, 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 sweet song. Every morning you rise and open your eyes. Eyes. Or eye. Eye or eyes.
Oh, now that's messing with my brain. Your eyes. Wait. I could see it in your eyes. I'm done. That was Rent. I was trying. I went musical. Do you know that? Do you know Rent?
I know Rent.
Okay. Just check.
I won.
So we're gonna take our summer break. That was the best that we've ever done. That PS.
I know we were moving. We were moving and grooving.
So we're gonna take our summer break now, and we love you all out there. Wait, Jaylene, before we go, what are some of your summer plans that are gonna make you that we're gonna talk about maybe?
By the end of the summer, I mean, you know. I don't know. I got my 7-year anniversary coming up, so we might do something for that. Right. And then, as you know, Tasha is getting married, so maybe there'll be a bachelorette party. I don't know. You know, I really probably won't do anything, but we'll see. Maybe something like that will happen. But yeah, that's about it. I had grand plans. I was supposed to be going on a family trip to the Virgin Islands. I was supposed to be going to Atlanta to the Love Hour conference. Shout out to Kev on Stage and Melissa Frederick. Yeah, but those things are not happening. But you know, it's all right because I'm gonna do my best to remain safe.
I know it. I was gonna go to Greece this summer again, see some international friends, but that fell through. So my family's going camping, so that's gonna be really exciting, and a lot more beach trips to Fortescue Beach in New Jersey. Now, for those of you out there that have never been to Fortescue, it is people don't know about it. Check the tide charts and make sure that you're ready for the horseshoe crabs, because there's gonna be horseshoe crabs everywhere, but then they go. But it's small, secluded, and not many people know about it. And it's many small beaches. I'd say just keep going until you find the more secluded ones. It is heaven. The water's warm. It's not too windy. It's not a lot of people.
Yes.
All different kinds of people. It's a pretty colorful beach compared to some of the other Jersey beaches that are all white. You do have to pass through a little bit of Trump country to get out there, but that's going to be okay. You know, you just close your eyes and keep driving. All right, we're at the end.
We're at the end.
So
I'm telling the folks, we'll be back. Ooh. Oh,
what?
hold on 1 second.
What? What'd you get?
I tried to put that we're going to be back on July 8th.
I just want to give a shout out to Jaylene Clark Owens for who has been the sole producer and technician, and we both write these episodes, but she's doing everything from like 5 screens on her desktop all in real time, and it's mind-boggling. I'm like, those skills, you could be paying a lot more money than you are right now.
Make sure that you join us again. So not next week, but the week after that. That's crazy that the week after that it's crazy that next week is July. Like literally 1 week from today is July 1st. That seems just crazy. Like what? Time is moving, but we'll be back. Am I lagging?
No, not at all.
Okay. We'll be back July 8th on our Facebook page. So please, please, please make sure you go like us on Facebook so that you can be here and join us, because we don't want to lose you all. We want you all here with us. We've had so much fun doing this, and we just want to continue doing it. So make sure you join us. We're taking a week off, our first week off since March. In 13 weeks.
Oh,
we've done this for 13 weeks straight. 13 weeks straight. So we just have 1 week off next week, but we will be back July 8th on our Facebook page.
Thank you, Theater Horizon, all of our guests, and all of our Pank Poppas out there. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We love you.
We love you. Bye.